Hi guys, it's Nurse Williams. Hope you guys are having a fabulous night and hope you had a great day. So I was just reading about the 15 nurses that got fired after a 12-year-old jumped off of a garage building and killed herself, committed suicide. So a little backdrop of the story. This hospital, Children's Hospital in Washington, this 12-year-old girl was admitted to the psychiatric unit for multiple attempts of suicide in the past. And apparently they had her in this room where she was being monitored at the time by a staff member. Apparently they removed the staff member that was, doing her bedside monitoring. They removed her and put her somewhere else, apparently, and also removed the video footage from her room. Since that took place, the patient was able to walk freely throughout the hospital. Obviously, she walked to the garage somewhere that evening and jumped off of the garage building. Tragic. The 15 nurses that got fired wasn't directly in her care, but they accessed her chart. So many things wrong with this. Let's start with this patient being able to walk freely through the hospital. Now, I don't know many protocols that are in place for certain hospitals in certain states, but I know my state, my hospital that I work in the pediatric emergency department. For those who don't know, when we have a psych patient with multiple attempts of suicide in the past, we sit on those patients. I don't care if we don't have a patient sitter. So either one of the three things are going to happen. We're going to pull our tech from the floor. She or he is going to sit on that patient. We're going to contact the AOD, let them know that we don't have a sitter and we need one, or the nurse is going to sit on that patient. And we're not going to leave that side until we have coverage, because that is something that is every, nurses, doctors' fear, is that they're going to, miss this patient and they're going to, go out, commit suicide. So I will tell you this, that's a tragic story, but it's also it's also negligence. I can't say that word, y'all. Anyway, it's bad on the hospital part for not, monitoring her safely. The next thing, y'all, is these 15 nurses accessing this chart now. I don't know what nursing school a lot of these nurses have been to, but the one I went to, honey, we had a whole chapter on that. And then I'm sure when you get into the hospital, you get your training, I'm sure they tell you about that HIPAA violation. It is not cool. It is not safe to open up patient's chart who you don't have direct care with. So many things can happen. I've seen nurses get fired. I've seen other staff members get fired for accessing charts that, either are their own or for a patient that they didn't have any contact with. That was just crazy, y'all. Like, come on. And I understand that people probably want to know what happened, but in those critical cases like that, you have to be extra careful. I don't even let doctors get on my chart. Like, you're gonna have to log in under your own name, because God forbid you look up at you on my computer with me still signed in, and you look at a patient's chart and it comes back to me because it's my login. No, I'm exiting out of my computer, and you're gonna have to log in with your own login, because I don't, it's hard to say that all 15 nurses went into the chart. It could have been where they left their computer open and somebody else went into the chart. That has happened before. So just want to put that out there, y'all. It's unfortunate, and the family has every right to sue, because I don't know what in the world the hospital was thinking, or this floor was thinking when they removed the patient sitter. That should have never happened. This child should have never been able to walk free through the hospital, especially with what she came in with. So my heart goes out to the family. My prayers go out to the family, and also to the 15 nurses, because I understand that, things happen and you want to know the gist of what happened, but this all could have been avoided, y'all. Tell me what you think about this, and I'm going to try to lay down so I can talk tomorrow, okay, for work. But y'all drop your comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have or know someone who has experienced this before. Let's chat. All right, have a good night, y'all.